Welcome lads, today we're back for another squad builder. This time, this team is so cheap, it's not even fair, and it's so good that it's just insane how good this team is compared to what their price is. But without further ado, there's the team. So we went with Adrian in goal. As you've noticed, they're all non-rares, and they're just absolutely on another fucking level. They are so good. Adrian saves everything. Now moving on to the defence, we have this 75 rated player, Romero, Funes, Mori. You know, he's got 72 pace. He's not the worst player in the world, but he's just a good player, honestly. I was kind of surprised how good he was at the end of the day. And then the other defender, Kevin Wimmer, just such an amazing player, really. He's got 70 pace, 79 defending, 74 physical. He's just a good player, honestly, medium work rates. Now moving on to the wingers, we had, not wingers, fullbacks. We went with right back here, Kieran Trappier, my bad on that. 79 pace, 75 defending. I mean, honestly, the fullbacks are really the kind of moderately the weak point. They were just kind of put in there, and you know, there weren't too many good options, but they're solid. They do the job. They don't do anything special. I mean, he's got high work rates, not the greatest, I guess, but he's generally further back. You can obviously change the instructions to keep him back. Now moving on to the left back, we're on Ben Davis. He's been playing really well in real life, but once again, high. As long as, you know, the fullbacks are kind of on the same kind of page with their work rates, I'm okay with that. Now moving on to the midfield, it's where this team really starts to shine. As it's a 4-2-3-1 formation, we've got a lot of midfielders out there. First midfielder, went with Jack Wilshere. Probably the most expensive player, I think, on this team. But he is definitely worth the coins. He's so good. He's got 76 pace, 62 defending, 84 dribbling, 73 physical, 81 passing, 69 shooting. He's just a great player. 2-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. If he was just healthy, you know, he'd really be an amazing player in real life. But his injuries are another topic. Anyway, moving on to Herrera, another just like kind of non-rare beast, honestly. He's really good. The stats really are good on him. I mean, he's got 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, high attacking work rate, medium defensive. Honestly, he probably should be playing further forward, but I like him further back. I know he has 54 defending, but I really thought he did a job back there. 75 pace. He's just a decent player. 79 passing really helps out. He is the most expensive player, I believe. I mean, Wilshere was what, 1.3k, and he was 1.6k. So definitely more expensive guys. Now moving on to the attacking line, well, we had to go for the skills, and we started out with Adam Lallana, 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. He's got 72 pace, 83 dribbling, 67 physical, high attacking work rate, medium defensive. This guy was so good. I just wasn't expecting him to be this good. I mean, looking at his skills and his weak foot, I knew that he could do a job, but oh my days, he was better than that. The star performer by far. And for 400 coins, you cannot go wrong with Adam Lallana. Now moving on to the front three, went with Bojan, really an amazing player. I mean, he's decently quick, he's got the skills, he's got great work rates considering his position. I mean, him and Lallana just tore teams a new one. 85 dribbling, you know, he's kind of weak, but he's got the shooting, the passing, just a great player. Now moving on to 80 rated Wajula Boom. I'd probably pronounce that wrong, but that's not really what we're talking about. If he had 4-star skill moves, he would be another player. I think he had 4-star skill moves last year. Not 100% sure on that. And he's got 82 pace, 70 physical, 84 dribbling, 75 shooting. He's just a really fun player to use, honestly. Not the best, quite expensive, honestly, for this team. He's not exactly the cheapest guy out there. And then this guy, 76 rated, Divock Origi, Liverpool player. I don't think he's played for Liverpool yet, I don't know. Anyways, he's got 85 pace, 74 shooting. He's just a solid striker, honestly. Dribbling isn't great, but he's got 4-star skill moves. He's got decent work rates for a striker. Just fits the bill for a really cheap BPL striker. So there's the team. It's absolutely amazing in my opinion. They're so good. Every player is just amazing. They work so well together. But now, let's jump in to some highlights. As we jump into the first game here, we came up against a pretty decent side, pretty cheap side, honestly, but he did have Di Michele's in defense. So I felt I could do something. A lot of Argentinians, I think it's all Argentinians. Yeah, it's a good little Argentinian squad, actually. Not a bad team at all. Of FC, Iturbe, I mean, that guy's on another level. But I really felt that my team could play well, and I just knew that they could pass the ball well, and I had a little bit of a problem about scoring. I didn't think Origi could score goals, but at the end of the day, it didn't really matter because I had Bojan, who's just, he's Berber spinning into the box, and once you start skilling into the box, you're going to get penalties for days in this game. It's kind of ridiculous, honestly. You get so many. I probably get like 2 or 3 penalties a game, maybe 2, at least 1. I mean, it's insane. Like, it's really just out of this world, and I just keep fighting, honestly. I just really like this team, honestly. Everything was about them was just great. I mean, I almost put in an amazing shot there. Widgila Boom just puts it in at the end of the day, but I mean, that half volley was just absolutely off the post, and then Widgila Boom's there to put it away, and I just really like the way this team played. I mean, there was really no faults. I mean, you see the fullbacks, which I talked about earlier, I felt might have been a fault at the start, but they performed admirably. And, once again, I'm just through here, and Adam Lallana doing his thing, gets in, and he really should be putting that away, honestly. But you can't fault him, and that's just a good save. And Widgila Boom's in again, and Widgila Boom, even though he didn't have the skills, I really felt that he played the best, honestly. As you can see here, he scored quite a lot of goals, really to warrant my decision to say that he played the best. I mean, it's good run in, good pass from Orgi to get him in there, but he scored goals, and I'm always looking for a player who scores goals, because at the end of the day, scoring goals is what wins games, and if a player can't score goals, then I don't know what Ander Herrera's doing here. I mean, he's just deciding to take it all on, and if he'd put that away, well, yeah, Ander Herrera's not in the team to score goals, but we always like a player to score a few goals, and Bojan here is fighting through, and well, he should be burying that. I mean, the thing I got to say about this team is some of the players don't finish as well as you'd like, and what I would say if you were to build a team with some of these players is to get someone in who can finish. I mean, that's a great finish by Bojan. Just inconsistent finishing, I feel that, that's a good skill run, and just, the advanced spin. I think it was 2 advanced spins, and then with his left foot, he just put it into the roof of the net, and the goalie's just not going to save that at the end of the day. Bojan here, he's just fighting, finds Orgi, and Orgi as well, he's doing some things. And that's what I liked about having all the skillers out there is, except Widgila Boom, my attack was filled with skillers, and they were able to do pretty good things. And when you have skillers, I feel you just, in my opinion, you're going to be better off when you have 4-star skillers in your attack than if you had 3-star skillers. I could care less about pace at the end of the day if I have skills. And Adam Lallana is a perfect example of that. I felt he was one of the best players, if not the best, and because of his skills, and Bojan really was showing his quality here. Anyways, that's the end of this video. Make sure you drop a like, drop a comment, follow me on Twitter @FIFA Wisdom, and make sure you subscribe so you catch all my videos. And I'm out. Bye bye.